thought, what are the hot topics that workplaces are dealing with in 2022 and what I think they're going to be dealing with beyond? And I said, let's put it into a play. And so that's what you're going to experience this morning. So you're going to meet Riley, who's a manager, can be a manager in anybody's workplace. But all of my characters at some point in this play will become Riley. We also have a puppet version, love the puppet, of Riley. Most of the times when the puppet Riley speaks, it's Riley's internal voice speaking. So why don't we start by meeting Riley as they begin their work day.
Morning. My name's Riley. You can tell my name's Riley because it says so on the lanyard, just there. I'm a manager, fairly new to the whole, leadership thing, still coming to terms with it. Right, gotta get ready. Deodorant, yes, of course. On that side, under there.
Is that yours? Is that yours? Oh, it's mine. Oh, it's Bill. Should I answer it? Here goes nothing. Hello, Bill. What's that? Just slow down. You want to have a confidential conversation? Yes, that's fine, Bill. Yeah.
But this first act really raises an important topic around when does our workday start and when does our workday finish? So here's what I'd love you to do. I want you to have a chat to the person next to you on either side of you. Get to know someone you don't know yet and have a chat with them. What's your workday look like? Do you have a start and finish time, or is it a little bit like what's happening with Riley? So we're going to be a listener in to that Teams meeting and see what happens in that conversation.
Hi, Riley.
Morning. Thanks, Sam. Thanks for setting up the meeting and for hosting.
Car's on, except for the screens are turned off.
Yeah, I've got some tech problems today, so it's just
I think you were, and that's pretty low. I think the blame lies with the idiot who chose that model line.
Do you know, I don't think we need to look at blame and who's responsible.
Well, that didn't go well. Oh, I mean, Bill was right. Sam really seems to have it out for them, but I don't know if I'd call it bullying.
And so what we want is to teach Riley how to have managed that conversation well. Do you think that behaviour was bullying? Yeah, it was, wasn't it, right? Legal definition of bullying, repeated, unreasonable behaviour that leads to a risk of harm. Harm is defined to be psychological and physical harm, right?
Carl came to me a few weeks ago, said he was going through some changes, transitioning. Like the way a caterpillar transitions into a butterfly, or frog, or whatever. I told him we'd support him when the time came to emerge. I should have done some research. How do you do this thing? And now, today, apparently he's turned up fully in a dress, fully female.
Look, I just think it'll be best if he's not around certain people, just while he's transitioning, because that'll be confusing for them.
Carla, come on in. Hey,
a couple of days.
Yeah. And so I think maybe what we should do at the moment is just, I'm thinking while the transition thing happens, I just want to keep you separated from people who are going to make things difficult.
So when we look at the definition of discrimination, discrimination is when we treat anybody less favourably because of a protected category. We've got a whole list of protected categories in your booklet.
I've got a meeting with June in a minute. She sent me an email saying she wants to have a confidential conversation. That is never a good sign. Oh.
Derek, ever since the conference, he's been texting me every day, and it's weird.
Right, and how did that come about?
Well, it started at the conference.
So then I excused myself, went to the hotel room. He rocks up with a bottle of champagne and glasses.
Oh, that's nice.
No,
that's weird.
Here's a tricky part, because part of the definition of sexual harassment is it's got to be unwelcome. So unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature. The courts have created a hypothetical, imagined, reasonable person who looks at the behaviour and says, could someone be offended, intimidated or humiliated by that behaviour?
June, I don't know what this has got to do with me.
It's not really my job. Yeah, you can text him. Like I said, it's outside work. Just text him no. Okay, you can do it. Go on.
Okay,
I believe in you.
thanks, okay.
But here's the bit that Riley doesn't understand. For the manager who hears or knows or finds out about it and does nothing about it, it triggers something called secondary liability. And secondary liability means that Riley will be treated as if he did those behaviours himself.
I've been putting off this conversation with George. He's been lacking motivation and a bit distracted. But he's behind on deadlines, so I have to say something now. Wish me luck.
It just feels like I'm the person who's trying to keep everything else afloat because anyone else who could have done the job has either left or been promoted.
We hear psychosocial hazards and we just go a little bit catatonic and we go, oh, don't quite know what to do about it. Right? Now, yes, there's some specific stuff to do, but the overriding structure is exactly the same. Identify, assess, then work out how to eliminate and minimise, and then have a check-in process.
Got to have a conversation with Mandy about her work performance. Oh, not expecting that to go well.
Thanks for meeting with me, Riley. I am so excited. You know, I haven't seen you around the office. You've just kind of been trapped in your little cubicle.
Oh, okay. Exciting.
Talk to you about some of your work performances over the past couple months or so.
Oh, I don't need to be singled out for special attention.
It's more than one thing, if I'm honest. I've got a list here. You'll get a copy of this afterwards. It's just a couple things over the past couple months.
Well, obviously you're just having a bad day and you're just taking it out on me and you're projecting your negative energy at me.
What can I do to make you better at your job?
You can stop bullying me and just calling me useless. We're not all pen pushing 9-to-5ers, you know. I can't thrive in a cubicle. I'm not a machine. And I have feelings.
Franca.
Ha! That didn't go so well. Ooh, could have been better. We're going to roll back time. I bet, isn't it all of us at some point in life would go, gee, I wish that conversation had never happened. Right, so that's what's going to happen. That conversation didn't happen. So we're going to see, can we do it well? Can we do it well? So the first version of that, Riley's responsible, right? But if this second version goes badly, I'm blaming you, right? I'm blaming all of you. I noticed that the report came in on the 22nd of November. Yeah, do you want to tell me about that and what happened there for it to come in on the 22nd? Because I entered into this conversation with a different lens, which is a lens of contribution, then I can go, there's a whole lot of reasons why that didn't happen the way it should have. I can take responsibility for the bits that I contributed to, so I wasn't clear about why that deadline was not negotiable. She can take responsibility for hers. The benefit of the lens of contribution is it's a moving forward lens. Right, so it actually means we can go, okay, what do we need to do differently next time?
That's true, yes. Well, maybe just a lullaby. A
Always look on the bright side of life. It's just one in the Always look on the bright side of life. Managers have so many roles to fulfill. Yeah.
We customise all of these experiences. So while you might get the same how the facilitator brings it to life and the content that you want them to explore can all be played around you.